Welcome back to Fox 43 Morning News. Tattoos can be meaningful expressions of individuality, but even if you're happy with what you have now, there's a good chance you could end up regretting it later. That's exactly what happened to one York County woman who told me she found herself needing hers removed in order to get a job.
Altogether, I think I have like 17.
Emily Stoll got her first tattoo when she was just 16 years old.
Some of them were just young and dumb. Like I was like, oh, I'm young, I want to get a tattoo. Like I think it's cool. And I wouldn't necessarily say I regret it though.
That is, until now.
I wanted to join the military, and I know some of my tattoos, they weren't in regulation. So in order to be able to enlist and join, I'd have to get them removed.
There are strict tattoo policies in place throughout all branches of military, and they vary.
For the Army, it's nothing on your hands, face, or neck. This little wrist bone right here is the cutoff for the wrist. The exceptions to policy are very few and far between. The only thing allowed on the hand is you're allowed to have one wedding ring.
Sergeant First Class Mike Schriefer is a recruiter for the Army National Guard and says that tattoos can definitely hinder the recruitment process. But thanks to tech, it's now possible to remove those once considered permanent works of art.
I tried different procedures, nothing seemed to work. And I was told about laser tattoo removal, but no one really knew of a good place.
That's when she discovered Lébo Skincare Center in York County.
But each time that we do a removal treatment, you will see change with it. But it's definitely a treatment you have to be patient with.
Janice Bish performs the procedures at Lébo, which can take anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes, depending on the size.
If it's an older tattoo, it's been there 20, 30 years, it might only take 3 to 6 treatments. If it's a newer tattoo, it could take up to 15 treatments.
So how does this fancy laser actually work?
It is going very quickly into the ink of the tattoo, and it dissolves that ink into a powder, and it's easily absorbed by the body. The body metabolizes it and lessens the coloring in that area.
It takes about 6 to 8 weeks for that to happen, but the area is typically healed within 1 to 2 weeks with just minor tenderness and scabbing. The procedure itself, though, isn't exactly fun for the patient.
It is definitely a little painful, much more painful than getting the tattoo, but we are right in there with the patient to help them through it, and everyone gets through it.
Like it's not like a hurt, but it almost like it burns. It gets really hot. Like it's not as bad as it really seems.
She's now encouraging others to consider tattoo laser removal if they too want a different path forward.
Seems scary and it's a little uncomfortable at first, just like getting an actual tattoo, but the end result's worth it. So I'm looking next year, once I'm graduated, to enlist full time and see where the military takes me.
Well, for more information on laser tattoo removal, I've put a link to Lébo Skincare Center on our website, fox43.com.